And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today I want to show you a new table that we have here that we're showing off from Rathskellers. This is a Phalanx Table. Now I have a Rathskellers table that we have done our reviews on. This is going to be our table that we're using for our live gaming that we do. So here, let's take a look at this table. Okay, so first of all, this table here is 3 feet wide inside, and it's 4 feet long, the whole table itself. The table is 55 inches and 60 inches long. Now what makes this table different than many of the other gaming tables is that on the table itself, the stuff is built into it. Most tables have an interlocking thing, but you can see here that we have these cup holders. They're built right into the table, and these different spots here for you to put things. You even have a spot here to put cards. So you can like stick your cards in this edge here. This spot here is just a spot to store things if you want. And one of the things that we have here are these little chargers, because this one comes with a wireless charging. If you plug this table in, you can plug this into your phone. So let's say I plug this here into my phone. I can put this here, and if the table's plugged in, this will turn on and charge my phone. You can see my phone's charging now just by sitting it here next to this charging thing, which is a pretty cool thing, and you can buy different devices here for the charging. So I really like that feature of it. So this here comes with a lid. You can cover this up if you're not using it. The other side of the table though, this one is even cooler. If you look over here, and here we'll take a shot from that side, over there. So right here, this has inside, it has lights. Let me find the thing. You can turn these lights on, and this is a cool thing because what we have here is we have a dice tower. This is a dice tower dice thing that we can put here, and then when you're playing a game, you can drop dice through here. So here's the dice tower, and you can drop the dice in, and then they roll right out on the table, which is a really, really great thing. I like having the dice tower here. You just drop them in. So you can see here, the dice tower piece, you drop them in both ways, and that fits really nicely on the board itself, just dropping the dice in. So the table itself has felt. The table itself is, again, as it's called, the Phalanx. It's made from white European solid wood, and it's also, though, made of metal. So pointing down here at the legs, this here, that's metal. These legs are easy. In fact, we're going to show you a video right now. This is like a time-lapse video of us putting it together. It came in a big crate, and we put together. Not a very difficult thing to put together. Let me show you. Now this table has a topper piece. You can see here, these fit inside the table. And the way this panel works is, we'll stick it here on the table like this. All right, it's in position, and it has these pegs here. Now what you can do is you can just cover up part of the table. That's what this long piece of wood here is for. And we can put that there, locks in place. So here we have half of the table, and then you can play games on the other half. But if you want to put the whole thing on, let's stick the other pieces on. All right, so we got to get these over here and in position. And then the pegs just slide right together like that. And then the last piece comes on like this. Now, when you look at this table here, this table looks like an actual dining room table. It's a really nice table. And if you look on the side, you can't even tell it's a gaming table. Again, really solid table. The table itself is not that heavy. I mean, it's heavy, don't get me wrong. But I can't lift it by myself. I mean, I can lift, obviously, but two people can move this table. And then when you're done, you just lift up, pull these out of their pegs, and you're back to gaming. So, this table, I like this possibly the best of any game table I've seen. There's some features that other gaming tables have that I might like in different ways better. But the fact that the rail system is neat in gaming tables, where you stick the cup holders in and stick the different things in. This one, having them built into the table itself, so much more convenient. This lip here is nice and easy. It's wide enough that your arms can rest on it. The cup holders being built into the table rather than having them out on the edge, way better. I like how solid the table is. I like when I put the lid on this table, how it just stays in place. This size, I think if I was getting one for my house, I would get one slightly longer so that you could fit more people around it to play longer games and or just for dinner purposes. But for a smaller table, like for what we're using here at the studio, or if you have a smaller space, this is great. Easy to put together, extremely good quality. I'm just really liking it. And the built-in dice tower, that's amazing. So a really excellent table. You can get these from Rathskellers. This is their new Phalanx table. If you're coming by Gen Con, we should probably have one at our booth there too, where you can come by and see it in person. All right, that's a table. I give it a seal of excellence, of course. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.